Guys, we need to talk, plain and simple. So I've already shown you what the Samsung Galaxy XR is capable of. The display is crisp, the pass-through is strong. Google really delivered on the software side and there is more and more coming for it. But I think Samsung is selling us a dream here. The dream of hand tracking first. The same as Apple with the Apple Vision Pro. They want to tell us that we don't need controllers anymore, that we can control everything with fun little air gestures. I mean, yes, that works, as I showed you in my review, but I don't buy that completely. And that is why I have the optional controllers for the Galaxy XR right here. They cost a whopping $250 extra. That's a lot of money. I have put these things through the ultimate stress test. Beat Saber, shooters, PCVR games, also menu navigation. I checked where the limits are. And my verdict up front, if you buy this headset and skip the controllers, you are not doing yourself a favor. A huge potential is lost. Why that is and why the Galaxy XR is unfortunately incomplete without this accessory, we are going to find out right now. My name is Thomas and you're watching VoodooDE VR. Let's have some fun with the video and let's go!
VoodooDE.
Okay, let's start with the most brutal fact. The price, $250. Well, for that price, you can nowadays nearly get a complete Quest 3S, including controllers. So when we unbox them, we see they look similar to the Quest 3 controllers. No tracking ring, thank God. So no more clashing them together when reloading. The pairing, luckily not a fiddly mess. Turn them on, the headset recognizes them, a quick update, done. That's how it should be, like with the Quest 3. They feel good in the hand, the weight is right, although that is of course very individual and depends on your hand size of course. But do they feel like $250? Well, let's just say they are functional, they look pretty cheap to be honest, but they actually aren't. They perform really well. But why aren't my hands actually enough? The problem with hand tracking is simple. First, the click is missing, and second, the precision. When I scroll through a menu, hand tracking is cool, but it's still much slower and less precise than handling it with controllers. And when it comes to gaming, well, then we have to talk even more about latency and precision. Guys, the latency with hand tracking is simply too high for gaming. That's fact. I mean, okay, for casual games it's just fine. You can play those comfortably with hand tracking, like for example puzzling places, relaxing games, or the Curious Tale of the Stolen Pet, something like that. But as soon as it gets to slightly more professional games, or you just want to move through menus and apps super fast, you're much better served with controllers. For example, I even prefer playing Demeo with controllers, even though the hand tracking support is really good. But everything is just snappier and faster, especially in multiplayer, of course. We don't need to talk about shooters, right? I mean, with the controllers, I pull the trigger and boom, shot on the display immediately. With hand tracking, you can forget about that completely. Even if it was possible, there are milliseconds that decide whether you land the headshot in a shooter or end up on the respawn screen. But let's go to the ultimate stress test, tracking quality. I fired up Beat Saber. Now, I'm not a Beat Saber pro, I'm honest, but I gave it everything I could. And holy moly, the tracking of the controllers holds up. The controllers also have internal sensors that know where they are, even if the headset doesn't see them for a moment or something covers them, like the Quest controllers. Speaking about covering, keyword occlusion. That is basically the final boss for optical tracking. So that's why I tested this extensively. With the XR controllers, it is absolutely stable enough. I can aim precisely, I can snipe, the tracking stays solid. And if you want to play shooters, you have to buy these things. Period. But I mean, I think that's obvious, right? So then the topic of haptics. When you simply feel that you have used something, hold something in your hand or select a menu item, that is just a huge difference compared to pure hand tracking, where you obviously feel nothing. Yeah. And now a point that many forget, PCVR. You can play all SteamVR games with the Galaxy XR, but only with the controllers. If you don't have them, you have to give up enormous potential and can't even play gems like Half-Life Alyx. Many of you want to use the Galaxy XR, especially because of the awesome OLED display for PC gaming. So clear fact, no controllers, no PCVR. I have had the headset for a longer time now. I have it since release day and have used it extensively since, as you perhaps know, I'm in the Google ecosystem and all my apps and data are in there. And I can tell you, I always use the controllers for everything. I mean, yeah, if I show you a hand tracking game, then of course I use hand tracking, but when I use it privately, I always use the controllers. Even when I'm browsing or watching movies, I use the controllers. Yeah, it is simply much faster and more accurate. When you pin something, you want to pull it to the side and then you have to search it with your hands and then pinch it. And with the laser pointer, you can just click and pull it. It's just faster. Like even the killer feature with the AI Gemini works better with them. If you want to mark something in the mixed reality view, it's just a tad snappier with the controllers. When you mark something, you have to do it with your hands, and with the controllers you can just it's faster. Yeah, for me it's faster, and I love fast things because I don't have time for anything. So let's come to the conclusion. Are the controllers worth $250? No, actually not. That is just terribly expensive. Do you need them anyway? Yes. Without them, the Galaxy XR is not a complete VR headset for me. Personally, I would probably use it significantly less without the controllers. Sure, it will be enough for some if they really only want to watch movies or maybe connect a keyboard for work. But even then, if you buy the headset really just for working and watching movies or want to pin a few browser windows, I definitely advise to buy the controllers. I mean, eventually you might want to play a VR game after all. Yeah, I mean the headset is expensive and just only working, and so perhaps you want to play a game later, and that only works with controllers. I even work with those controllers, yeah, because when I want to pin an Excel sheet, before I got the window with my pinch movement, I just this is faster, yeah. So my clear opinion, Samsung should have packed them directly into the bundle instead of selling them to us separately. And on top of that, the controllers are super hard to get right now. Hardly anyone has them, which you can perhaps even see in some incomplete reviews where the controllers are missing. And Samsung has to step up here. That's not okay. I'm really disappointed there. So they are leaving a lot of potential on the table, like Apple. Why is they not? I mean, now they have the PlayStation VR 2 controllers, but still, why don't they have own controllers? I mean, Samsung at least have their own controllers, but they are not inside the package. So my verdict, If you want the full potential of the headset and want to play games as well, bite the bullet and buy them somewhere. There is no alternative. So let me know in the comments, do you think $250 are justified, or is it a rip-off by Samsung? Are you team hand tracking or team controllers? So if you are living outside of the United States or South Korea, unfortunately this Galaxy XR is not available yet to buy. But if you want to have it anyway, you can order it via a forward service called Big Apple Buddy. I even have a $10 discount code for you in the description for that. Otherwise, feel free to check out my review of the headset in the description and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell. Thank you for watching and see you next time in virtual reality. See ya!
VoodooDE